You know, it's not like you just believe enlightenment or have no sympathy for it. You just haven't really valued it enough to do this, this process, to do this deeper. And it's really fun. Authentic sadhana is really, really fun. It's a lot fun than doing anything else. Think of the best art form or whatever. It's more fun than anything because what happens is, like, you can see the lie of going out to find happiness. And you can see, it's not like you go out to find happiness and you start feeling better. It's like if you don't go out and you stay, you notice, like, wow, there's no end to who I am and how wonderful that is. And wouldn't you rather have that, or instead of going on a stage and a few people clap and think you're great, would you rather know already that before you go out to get some kind of acknowledgement of your identity and the value of it, that you have it for yourself directly, you know? Yeah. And why not do that for yourself? Why learn 20 years of how to write a story or, you know, play an instrument? Why do 20 years of that? You know, if you do this yoga, you can do it in a couple of years and wake up. It's not going to take 20 years. It's going to probably take 20 years to do an instrument really well.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's just amazing. And that's why all my years I was trying to show you my love for enlightenment and what enlightenment is, and I never, as soon as there was something pleasurable to chase after, you went for it, or there was some suffering, you ditched it. You know, it was just the same old thing. So that's where it went for you guys. But it doesn't matter where it went for you guys.
It's still here.
It doesn't go anywhere. That's why you're incarnated. Everybody comes here as a school to learn how to wake up. Because there's so much contrast here. You know, it's not a beautiful higher realm. So everybody comes here to learn that. And what do? You get busy being distracted from that. You look around and you go, she's prettier. What if I could get prettier? Having, met a realizer and seeing the demonstration and the transmission that you are your deepest truest self, and you abide there as radiant heart, and seeing that and having it demonstrated to you is the link to the conviction for you that that's true of you. Arida was not here to say I'm the only one and you hang on to me and somehow you'll get there. His demonstration was, I'm revealing it to you. Now stay here. Stay here with me. And you will see that what I am is what you are. And you got to do it. You got to stay in the room. You got to, want to have that conviction. So all enlightenment is self-hatred to me. Unenlightenment is self-hatred of yourself. Everything I've seen in each one of you is someplace where you feel you're not good enough, you don't measure up, that if you were different, if you had this going on instead, and you went over it and over it, and there's so much self-hatred. I don't know if you ever look at your thoughts and see the self-hatred in your thoughts. Yeah. So if you meditate on some description of yourself based on a flaw or a mistake you made, then you begin to believe that enlightenment is not the case for you, because how can enlightenment exist for someone who obviously doesn't love themselves?
Doesn't qualify.
Doesn't qualify, yeah.
Well, enlightenment can't exist for anyone.
Yeah.
As separate.
Yeah. So if you doubt yourself, then you doubt everyone else. And if you read wisdom teachings or come across a wisdom realizer, then you negate them. You create a narrative why that's not true. So. Everybody's thoughts, I don't know, this world, like everybody's sitting in their room, they're really thinking negative thoughts that are about self-hatred. They're not really thinking positive thoughts. So they can do affirmations, but underneath that, this will never work out for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, is there. Is the vibe.
That's it.
Yeah. And, if you ever see the thoughts, the loops where say, I'm not going to get enlightenment, I don't somehow deserve it, or I'm not trying hard enough for it. Some self-hatred loop, you got to throw it out. And you got to sit there and say, why don't I practice just being happy right now before those thought loops come before I get up and do something. You know, why don't I just feel what it's like to be really happy before anything happens? And then think. I don't know how to do that. If you don't know how to do that, but think, when's the last time you felt really happy when something was happening in your life? So you can say, well, I can walk in nature and feel happy. So I can do this. I can do it in experience, and I can do it before experience. So if I'm just sitting in the room and I'm unhappy, I can do it. I can do it now and locate happiness. If I'm out in nature and I naturally feel happy there, good. It's just naturally occurring. But I have to remember that nature's not giving it to me. See, nature is conductor of this feeling, where other people are what? I hate myself, so you should hate yourself. They're a conductor of negativity. You know, they're always thinking negative thoughts or judging others. The more you judge somebody else, the more you're judging yourself. And if you judge yourself, you're always looking for what's wrong, right? What you're unhappy with. So if you can sit, sit on the toilet, wherever you are, laying in your bed, and say, how do I feel? Not so good. Well, why? Nothing's happening. Can I feel already happy? Does something have to happen to make me happy? And if the answer is no, then you have to stay there and allow happiness that you are to seep up. Yeah. You can go out in nature, and like I said, nature is conductor of already happy. I go out in nature, it's like the trees are talking to me, everything's dancing, it's like, everything's really happy here. That's good, to always be refreshed by the collaboration in life with already happy, because life wants to be already happy and already happy. Yeah. But life doesn't want to have the burden of trying to make you happy. If you're not making life burdening it with trying to make you happy, life will be collaborating with you as already happy, and it will enjoy it a lot. You can have boyfriends, girlfriends, grandma, daughters, strangers, nice people at the cafe, I don't know. Rock stars, I don't know. They never will. They never notice you where you feel met at the heart, because you have to do that work. And it's all about contrast here. It's all about seeing how it doesn't work here, to convict you to do it yourself. Right. That's what would happen to me as my son went deeper. Is like, take this one away, this one away, this one. Yeah, take them all, da. Go ahead, blow my mind. Go ahead, Right. And then I would come back, and I was just like a little kid playing in the world of, whatever's here. And everything's new in every moment. Everything's raw. There's no, it's all fixed up for me, or it's all, patterned in a way that, I'm going to be happy with. It's just like you're in an adventure every moment. Yeah. Never think that you're in a set-up pattern that's there for you. And in some spiritual communities, they do set up a lifestyle, and that's the flaw there, too, because people get used to the lifestyle instead of like, this is a raw moment. In this moment, I can, notice and be already happy, or I can look for it. And in spiritual practice, you can look for already happy in your practice. But you actually have to experience it. Yeah. It's like you can, study playing guitar or doing art, and you can watch all the videos so you won't make the mistakes they made. But no, you got to just do it. Yeah. And you have to keep asking yourself, is this art or fart? Is this art or fart? Is it good, or should I keep going? Do I want to keep going? You have to keep going. It has to be a direct, hands-on process. Yeah. Not following some concept or some procedure. And that's how it begins to become magical and open up. If it's some procedure and concept you're following, it always stays somewhere else. Yeah. It doesn't penetrate. So.